screw your trend lines, screw your support and resistances, and screw all your indicators that you use to trade Deriv or Weltrade. Today we're going to look at the differences between volatility 75 on Deriv and FX volume 80 on Weltrade, and which one is better. Well, in my opinion, because there's definitely differences between the two, and there's definitely advantages you can take between these two charts. I'm just going to show it to you guys quickly. On the left, volatility 75, in my personal opinion, doesn't respect certain things anymore, and I've said this in previous YouTube videos as well. You can see all these order blocks over here that has not been respected or not even went to. So the chart didn't even go to these order blocks. So there's an order block there, didn't go to, order block there that didn't go to. I'm currently on the 1 hour time frame for both, if you were wondering. There's an order block that it didn't go to. Here's an order block that it smashed through. So in my opinion, when you go onto volatility 75, using my strategy that I use on boom and crash or pain and gain is not valid here. And that's why I only trade the 5-minute chart on volatility 75. Where as you go to FX volume 80 with Weltrade, it most of the time, as per my strategy, respects order blocks. Like you can see over here, there's a tap over there. And as you can see over here, there's a tap over there. You can see how nicely it respects. So in my opinion, it's better to trade Weltrade FX volume 80 on the 1 hour and volatility 75 on the 5-minute. And we're going to go through those two strategies in this video so that you can see how to trade these charts to the best of your ability using these methods. So let's quickly start with the Deriv's volatility 75, one of my favorite pairs to scalp on the 5-minute. So let's quickly go onto it so that I can explain to you the strategy in this video. So, okay, cool guys. I'm going to go to the 5-minute. I'm not even going to look at the 1 hour, the 15-minute. I'm just going to be on the 5-minute and the 1 minute. So the guys, the thing with volatility 75 is we're not going to be in a trade very long. This is scalp a few pips and then get out of the trade again. So let's quickly look at this example over here. So you can basically see that we have a low here that was broken to the downside. Okay, this low was broken to the downside. You can see that this order block has already been retested by this candle there. So let's zoom in a little bit to make it more clear for you guys. So you can see this order block was already retested. Usually when there's a wick present within a order block type candle, that candle's invalid in my eyes. Okay, it's not going to work. It's not going to be retested. So don't even think about taking a trade with a order block with a wick into it. Okay, but you can see now it went to the bottom. This is the perfect example of a liquidity sweep because it went through the bottom over here and then it went up, breaking this high over here. Okay, so now we have the perfect reversal indication to us. So we have this liquidity sweep. We have the fact that that order block's not valid. Okay, and it went to the upside, now indicating buy. So we are now on the 5-minute looking for some scalp buys. Okay, and you can see as volatility is moving to the upside, you can even see more highs being broken. All these highs being broken as I've explained to you guys. You can see we are definitely looking now for a scalp buy. Okay, and that's where we go back to my old faithful strategy. Thanks to everyone who joined the seminar in Cape Town this past weekend. A lot of you came to me saying that my strategies have been making you money, and they even showed me those screenshots of their profitable trades, which was amazing to see. This makes me so glad, and I'm so happy to teach you guys winning strategies. Anyway, so now you would take the fib from the bottom of this move to the top of this move, okay? And now you would like to find an order block within the 50 to 78 area. I usually use a rectangle to show this type of area. Okay, so now I have my area where I need to find my order block. So I'll delete the fib and I'll identify my order block, which is this red candle over here. Okay, so now that we have this order block identified, we need to find, on the 1 minute, we need to find our entry point, okay? So once again, some of you might actually just take the buy when it hits this order block on the 5 minute, which is perfectly fine. I'm not against it. I've done it a bunch of times myself. And you would then take this trade to another order block, okay? Another order block or another high. But this order block here is the perfect place to just take your TP, especially on a pair like Volatility 75. But let's go down to the 1 minute and just quickly go through how to get those 1 minute entries perfectly well done. Okay, so remember the W and M strat, or the bullish engulfing or the bearish engulfing strat. Let's quickly go through it again. I want to use a draw. Hopefully there's a draw thing that I can draw for you guys. If there's not a draw thing, I'm just going to do it like this. So we are looking, when we are in buys or looking for buys, we are looking for this type of rough pattern, okay? It's like a double bottom and with a bullish engulfing. And the same for a sell trade. We are looking for M, which is like a sort of double top. Not always perfect, but it's sort of a double top with a bearish engulfing. So in this case, we are looking for a buy. So we need to basically wait for this double bottom with a bullish engulfing or a WM pattern. So we are going to look for that when it goes through the order block, okay? So you guys would see over here, we don't really see a W pattern. It's just a straight downward movement, then a straight upward movement. So this trade would be something I would not have taken. But when you move further to the right-hand side, you would then easily see this W pattern. Let me quickly show it to you. W pattern or a double bottom. You can now see this pattern over here. Okay. Now the trick is to enter, you will need to wait for the bullish engulfing of the right-hand side of the W. Okay. So you've got your W there. I just had to indicate it to you guys. And here you can see a bullish engulfing type candle, or even this bullish engulfing type candle, okay? So usually that is a big bullish candle moving out of this double bottom area, okay? And engulfing previous bearish candles. So this would be your entry point then for your trade. It could be one of those two candles, doesn't matter, where your TP would be targeting a next high. So it could be TP1, could be this high over here. Okay, this high over there, or this high over here. Okay, so those could be your two TPs. And that is how you scalp volatility on the 5 minute and the 1 minute. For everyone out there who loves to scalp, the Volatility 75 pair is my favorite pair to scalp. Okay, guys, so that is why I prefer scalping on the 1 minute and the 5 minute on my Deriv pair. Okay, before going to my Weltrade pair and how to trade it on that side, let's quickly just go through Blueberry Funded again. Blueberry Funded is one of the best prop firms out there. They are broker backed and they just have so many options for you to choose from. Remember to use the coupon code in the description. I've got my link down there. I've got the discount code down there for 20% off your next challenge. Currently, my favorite is the Instant Elite accounts. Currently trading a $5,000 Instant Elite accounts, $200 minus 20%. I think it will be $160. So you will save a lot. But also, they have synthetics. If you buy in synthetics, a synthetics account with them, you can email us on our Traders Review website, and we will send you our free indicator on there for free so that you can use it to help pass your synthetics account. Also, check out all the other ones they have. Very good prop firm. Please check them out. You won't be sad about it. Okay, guys, so now let's go to the Weltrade one. So we are going to be on FX volume 80, which is the closest one to Volatility 75 as per our definition. So currently, actually, I'm opening the chart now. And it's a very interesting chart now where I'm on the 1 hour, which I prefer to trade with Weltrade on FX volume 80. Okay, so let's quickly go through our whole explanation over here. Gonna quickly mark out this high over here. One of the first things I usually do with a chart is go on to the 1 hour and mark out highs, okay? Okay, so I'm marking out these highs. I'm gonna mark out these lows. And I'm gonna mark out this high as well. So you're gonna ask yourself first thing, okay? Ask yourself, the first thing is, are we bullish or bearish, right? According to this. Well, according to this, we are currently more in a bullish state because of the fact that we've got this major high being broken over here. We've got this high being broken over here. Yes, we went to the downside, but the fact that it went up, broke this high, and it went down again into this order block over here, went up and broke this high again over here, we still are probably going to look at buys, okay? So you can see where it reacted next, okay? You can see that we had a reaction of this order block over here for the sell to the downside. So we are probably currently going to fib this movement from the bottom to the top over here. We are going to go to the area between the 50 and the 61, the 50 and the 78. We're going to block it off. Just excuse Weltrade's fib. The settings always reverts back to its normal settings. And we're going to delete the fib after we've identified the 50 to 78 area. Okay, so now you need to ask yourself, where is an order block within this block? So once you've identified this order block over here, you can then wait for the trade or the pair to go back into this order block for your buy up to the next area, where I'll probably target this high over here for my TP. Okay. So what you'll have to do is, now that you're in this scenario right here, which is perfect, you'll have to wait for it to move into this order block, then go down to the 5-minute and find another reason to buy. You can even see this beautiful fair value gap that was formed around here. So we're currently moving into this fair value gap as we speak. So a bunch of things that you can use to identify a move again to the upside on the lower time frame is, we will try and draw it if there's a draw tool. I keep on forgetting if there's draw tools here. Let's try and find. There is no draw tool, so we are just going to draw it out with a line. So we'll have to move down to this, into the area. Okay, we will get like a move like this. Okay, we'll get a move again down like this. We'll get a high being broken. This is just an example. So we get this high being broken over here. We get a retest. We get a retest there of an order block on the lower time frame. Okay. And that is then when we will place our buy to the upside. For an example, this is just an illustration for you guys what we will wait for before we get into a buy. For example, if you go to this sell that happened from this order block that we've explained, you can see that when we identify the low over here that was formed, you can see that we broke the low here and we got a retest on this body of this candle over here for the sell to the downside. You can even see there was around 4 retests on that order block there before the sell to the downside. So you'll see it's not always going to be squeaky clean charts or squeaky clean examples, but it's going to always be there. It's always going to give you the clue as to if it's going to go down on the smaller time frames. So that's the same thing that we are going to wait for on this side. And I'm trying to illustrate that you'll have to wait for it to come in, make a little high on the 5-minute, go back down again, break it again, and retest up it down into the order block for the buy up. Okay, let's just go through one quick more example. Let's see if we can find another example for you guys here on our chart for you guys. I just want to see if we can find something. Doesn't seem like I'm finding anything. All right, we got another nice example here, just a quick one. We got a break of the low over here. Okay, and we've got an order block that was retested over here to the downside like that. So guys, my best advice to you is to actually just go through these two charts, go on the 5-minute for Deriv, go onto the 1 hour for Weltrade, and play around looking for highs and lows. Go down to the low time frames on Weltrade and look for those little movements. Get some practice in to spot those little movements so that you know what to look for when you have an order block, fair value gap, and the Fibonacci all getting together for your possible trade. Okay guys, also remember that we have a free indicator for Weltrade and Deriv. It's in my group, so go into the description, go into my group, and you will find the instructions on how to get your free indicator for Weltrade and Deriv, so you are more than welcome to get that from us. And also, I have a prop firm giveaways group as well in the description, where we will be having monthly free giveaways to you. There will be funded accounts, it will be free mentorships, it will be free prop firm accounts. It will be a lot of value for you guys, so please join. And we'll also be having a free seminar this month of October, a free online seminar that you can join. So please guys, join the group, keep up to date with the messages so that you know when to join and get some free value for your Forex and synthetics education. I will see you guys in the next video, and I can't wait.